Hi guys, Greg Sweet here. We're here at Kettle Corn Machine. We're in our garage. We're going to go ahead and show you how to put together the A1 Sweet Machine Plus model because we've added some cool new features to this machine that we're rolling out of our factories right now. So it's going to be great for the fall, guys. This is a fantastic machine. You are going to love it. And we've added these cool little new features on it that's just going to make your life so much easier in the field, popping kettle corn and making some great money for your family. Okay guys, when you get your box of stuff, here's what you're going to have in it, okay? You're going to have your handles, you're going to have your regulator, you're going to have your bolts for your wheels, you're going to have your bolts for your side, you're going to have your burner, you're going to have your pilot system, your piping, and your little clamp there. You're also going to have your sides down here, okay? This is the back, this is the front, and these are the sides, guys. So this is all going to be in the box. The one thing that you're not going to get, of course, you're going to have to provide yourself a screwdriver. You're going to need a 9/16 inch wrench, a 1/2 inch wrench, and then we use an adjustable wrench too because it kind of helps us out. So there you go, guys. That's everything that you're going to get in your box. It could come in multiple boxes or it could just come in one. It just depends on where we're shipping it out from. So just be aware of that. Hi guys, okay, here's what you want to do. The first thing, okay, number one, we've got all our bolts up here, and what we're going to do is we're going to prep our bolts first. So I'm going to put a washer on the outside just like this. Okay, I'm going to grab another one, I'm going to put a washer there, and I'm going to get my washers ready to go. Okay, I've got my washers there, I got my 3/8 bolts here, I got my wing nuts. We're going to go ahead and put the side and the back on first, okay? So let me show you how that's going to be done. Okay guys, it's always better to have two people help you put this thing together. But if you're just the one person show, like we're going to show you here today, it's not very hard to actually assemble it. So what we've done here is I've got my side here, okay, and I've got my backing here. And notice how I've got my back just kind of leaned over a little bit, and I've gone ahead and put a bolt in there like this. I'm going to grab a washer over here. I'm going to put that on there like that. I'm going to grab my wing nut. I'm going to turn my wing nut on there, okay? Now remember, never tighten up your machine completely tight. Leave all the bolts loose, really loose, because what will happen is your machine will self-level once you tighten things up. Not only that, but it makes it really easy for things to come together nicely. So don't tighten up your bolts really tight at first. Leave them nice and loose. Okay guys, here we go. Now I'm going to put the bolts in here like this. Okay, you got to jiggle them around a little bit. That's no big deal. And I'm going to go ahead and put all my bolts in. So I've got my washers over here, okay, and we're going to go ahead and put that in there like nice and loose. There we go. Grab this like this, put this in there like that. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Okay, now I'm going to grab my wing nuts. Okay, you can see how fast this goes. It's really fast. And when you're out in the field, you know, and you need to take this apart and put it into your Lexus or your, like my buddy does, you know, it's relatively quick. You do this 2 or 3 times, and it's really, really easy and goes quickly. And of course, we did that because some people have, you know, situations where they're trying to get started. This is such a great money maker, kettle corn. I mean, it's really nice to be able to throw it into any vehicle. I mean, goodness sakes, guys, you can throw it into a Lexus, you can throw it into a little Mini Cooper, a van, a minivan, a Suburban. It doesn't matter. The machine, because it comes apart, guys, it's fantastic. If a friend wants to borrow it but doesn't have a truck or something like that, you can take apart the machine, pack it up into the back of the thing, and you're out making money. That's what's so awesome about this. It's like a portable cash machine. Alright, check this out here. Oh, Lord. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. So you kind of get the gist here, right? Okay. So tighten that down just a little bit, but notice how it's nice and loose. Keep everything loose, okay? We're going to go ahead and throw the other side on right now. Okay guys, this is kind of a little tricky part. If you're doing it by yourself, if you're doing it with another person, your wife, your family member, your kids, get your kids started with helping you putting this thing together, because they're going to be borrowing it in 5 or 10 years, making college money anyway, for goodness sakes. But here's what I do. One person, I pull this up, set this like this, and then I put my leg up against this. Okay, so I've got my leg, it's holding it in place, and I'm going to put the bolt through there. Okay, done. Done, done, and doneer. Okay, now another key thing is to make sure that all your bolts are prepped, okay? Good preparation makes easy put togetherness. Is that even a word? Anyway, check this out. So I'll put the other bolts in right here. Left there. Okay, set that in there. Grab this bolt down here. And I'm going to put all the bolts in before I start wing nutting. Okay, just adjust this, wrestle it up a little bit. Everything's nice and loose, so it's easy to assemble. Okay, here we go, last bolt. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and throw the wing nuts on, and we'll go ahead and show you how to put the front on next. Okay guys, here's what I've done. I've gone ahead and stuck the bolts in right here, okay, and I'm going to go ahead and assemble the front piece. And this is why I stress do not tighten the bolts. Because we're putting on the front piece, you need to scoot these out a little bit, get this piece in here like this, no big deal. I'm going to grab it like this, okay, it's got plenty of room. Okay, we're going to go ahead and poke those things in there, like that. Okay, now I'm going to get, you can just let it sit there, no big deal. Bingo. Grab a couple more washers, a couple more wing nuts. Put the wing nuts on there like this. Okay. Wing nuts like this. Hi guys, before we actually put the bowl in, we're going to go ahead and put the wheels on. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to scoot it back, and we can just turn it on the back, just like, or the front, just like this. So we'll scoot this thing back like this. We're going to install the wheels. This is a new feature that we just added. We had a lot of people that were taking these things apart and such, and but we've had a lot of people that just keep them together, and they've been installing wheels on it. So we just put the wheels on here like this. We grab our bolts here. We've got our small ones right here. I'm going to go on the inside there. Okay. We've got our big bolts that are going to go on the outside. Kill it. Okay guys, we got the wheels on. Woo! Wheels are on, man. This makes it nice. Watch this. So just pick up your machine, super light, okay? Now watch this. All we do to move our machine now is just kick it back like a dolly, and it wheels. Isn't that beautiful? Okay guys, to eliminate some confusion, we've actually put the jet and the coupler on the burner, okay, before you get this thing, okay? So all you need to do is install this pipe. It's already got some pipe dope on there, so you just tighten this down. A lot of times we'll use a crescent wrench. Not a crescent wrench, more like that. Poke it through, and we're good to go. I'm going to walk around here, and this is how I'd normally do it. And I'm going to put the bolt on the bottom. Okay. Alright, that's pretty tight, so that's good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the gas system. This comes assembled just like this. Okay, and we've got pipe dope on the outside, and if it's a little bit light, you might want to pick up some pipe dope. Make sure you're always doing any sort of gas stuff with pipe dope. And we always put a washer on the outside, okay? So I put a washer there. It's provided in the kit. And then what I do is I take this, and this is so simple, guys, and I just spin this on just like this. Okay? Here it goes. Okay, it's connected now. There's our beautiful little key. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and tighten this down. Now watch this. Okay, we're going to move this out just a little bit. Okay. Now one thing that you need to be aware of is that when you're tightening down these pipes, you want to make sure that you put another wrench on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my 9/16 inch wrench. Okay, it's going to go on my little coupler there, so that way I'm not turning that or screwing that farther into the machine. And notice how the whole thing's going to start turning. It's going to get nice and tight, and you want this stuff really tight, okay? So it's getting there. It's getting there. One more time. And we're going to have go time. Alright, so there, just like that. Okay, so now that's set up. We're good to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo the copper tubing, and I'm just going to bring it down like this and bring it up and over. Okay, and we give you plenty of copper tubing here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this on the copper tubing about right like this.